What you are going to do is four different tests in three different categories to test your overall cardiovascular, flexibility, and strength testing. These are similar to some of the tests that you might have done in previous years in junior high or high school type ages. So as you go down through the instructions, the first test you'll see is a 12-minute walk/run test. Obviously, some people have the ability to run for 12 straight minutes. Some people may not have the ability to run for 12 straight minutes. The whole concept of this is we are going to measure distance in miles on how far you can travel in 12 minutes to get a beat. This is a little bit different and I think a little bit better than the old mile test. In a mile test, I think people can probably sprint a little bit and go a little bit more anaerobic type activity and have maybe a false positive score. And then, sometimes it takes people to walk 15, 16, 18, 20 minutes for a mile. So if you are in a high level conditioning, the 12 minutes will definitely prove that. And if your current cardiovascular fitness level is not too high, the good news is it's going to be over in only 12 minutes instead of longer. So if you guys look at the directions, we give you instructions on how to do it. If you use a treadmill, obviously that will be the easiest way. Most treadmills will measure your distance in miles and have a clock on it. If not, you may have to go to a high school or college track that is a quarter mile in distance. Please do not go to any elementary school tracks. Those tracks are not regulated nearly as strictly, a variety of different distances. But if you go to a high school or a college level track, you will definitely have a quarter mile track. So if you look at what we have in the instructions, you can basically count the laps and convert it. And then we have ratings for your gender and for your age group. So for a man under the age of 26, needs to do 1.8 miles for high performance, where a female in the same age group needs 1.45. And I think the ratings are pretty self-explanatory. The next test you'll do is a test for dynamic muscular endurance. Very simply, it's a sit-up test. Here I have a picture showing you what the sit-up test is going to be. I also have a video that I'll show you on the next one on how to do the curl-ups. But again, here are your ratings. When you get your number according to your gender and your age group, you are going to put your high performance, good fitness, marginal, etc. numbers in that category. The next test you're going to do is a good old-fashioned push-up test. Again, here are some instructions on how to do it. I also have another video showing you how to do it that'll show you on the other part of it. But when you look at the push-up rating scale, again, you have different numbers for gender, different numbers for age group to sit and see where you are. Here we have a modified sit and reach. Okay, the modified sit and reach is basically how far you can stretch. Here are some instructions on how to perform the exam with a ruler and with a box that you have seen up right into here. Here are all the instructions on what you need to do and to see basically how far you can reach for the test. To make it easy for people, I have added the ratings off to the right hand side. But again, what you guys are going to do as students is basically fill in the information. So on the 12-minute run here, you're going to put down basically how many miles you performed. And here you would have your rating as an example being good fitness, if that was your result. For the curl up test, same thing. Put down your number of repetitions, what your rating is compared to your gender and age group. Push up test, modified sit and reach. Okay. When you save the document, make sure you save it with your first name and last name and fitness testing assignment in the title. If any student has any physical limitations that will prevent them from completing any test, please contact me via Remind or email so we can discuss modifications to the test.